The day begins, and judging by the appearance of the outside weather, it is cold and rainy and nasty. Chicago style. In fact, look at that fog off on the horizon. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. I'm a little disappointed in this weather. I have to catch a flight today. I'm leaving Chicago. On the way out of town, I had planned on getting some shots with the Majestic of a couple locations. I don't think it's gonna happen today. I only have a limited amount of time before I get to the airport, and the weather is not cooperating. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. Why do you mess with my emotions? Chicago? It's the Daily Woo. You know what? I changed my mind. I said, heck it. We're doing this anyway. It's gonna be rushed, but we're doing it. Just got dropped off in an Uber. This is gonna be very rushed. It seems like the storm has passed. I gotta make this quick. It's super windy out here, but I'm gonna attempt to fly the drone right along that shoreline and get that skyline in the shot. It was used as the intro in another TGIF show that I love by the name of Family Matters, which was a spin-off of Perfect Strangers. Where I'm currently standing doesn't really show the correct point of view. I need to take the Majestic over that way, and by taking it that way, I can then get an angle of what it looks like now compared to what it looks like in the late 80s, and that famous shot when it's like, it's a rare condition in this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition on the grand design. Some people think it's even harder to find. Holy cow, I gotta give a huge thumbs up to the DJI Phantom 4 for battling that wind. It lost signal the closer I got to the shoreline. I couldn't get the exact angle, but I got pretty dang close. It kept trying to come home. I kept hitting, no, don't come home, stay out there. The wind is like shaking it to and fro. The battery was dying. I made it back. At first I thought maybe I lost it in the water, but I didn't. Man, it's a heck of a drone. You can even say it's majestic. Just ordered another Uber, should be here momentarily. This is crunch time. Normally I devote a lot more time. Whoa, that woman almost ran me over. Usually I devote a lot more time to doing these locations. That's a pretty heavy surf right there for a lake. Yeah. It almost looks like the ocean. I just got dropped off and I'm in this park, and this park might not look familiar to you, but it does to me, because on the outro from the show Family Matters, when there's that helicopter shot that like pulls back from the house, you see this park and the copter would go that way. The home, the Winslow's home, is right over there. You ready for this? Oh my freaking goodness. That's it right there. Oh my gosh. It looks exactly the same as it did in the show. And that's the tree right there to the right that Urkel climbed to get to Laura's window when he serenaded her. And in the show, Urkel would have been the neighbor. So this house could have been Steve Urkel's house. Looks totally different. They have revamped it. I'm seriously fanboying out on a home right now. 1516. And right in there was the living room. And there was that closing shot when they're all around the piano. And the camera pans out and flies way up high above the tree lines, showing the house from a distance. The tree is amazing. It's so much bigger now than it was back in the late 80s. It's so cool. Of course, the interiors were filmed on a sound stage, but if this was the real interiors, the kitchen would have been right over here on this side. Living room there, entrance there, where Steve Urkel would always make his triumphant entrance. My mind is blown right now. there's one last thing I gotta do. Something I've wanted to do for a long time. I'm gonna take the drone, fly it up in the air, and get that closing shot, the closing credits with that music playing, starting on the house, going up very, very high, seeing that skyline in the background. I'm getting choked up right now because this is absolutely incredible. It's the bigger love of the family. Now just waiting on an Uber. And I can safely say, never in my entire life did I think I would be waiting on a ride standing right here. Remember in all those 80s sitcoms, they would have shots of people walking their dogs by the houses? That just happened. If all goes well, I think I might make it to the airport in time. I'm glad the weather cooperated. We did it! And there he is, my Uber. Hopefully it's not Steve Urkel.
Time your flight?
I think it's a couple hours. I think we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Goodbye, Family Matters House. I'm in an elevator. It's kind of a fancy one. At first I didn't notice that it was an elevator until someone showed me where the elevator was. It's completely made of glass. These batteries gave me quite the headache last time through security. So I'm gonna try something new this time. Before I had 2 in each bag. Now I'm gonna take all 4 and put it in their own separate bags. Okay, fingers crossed. Here it goes. Holy crud, it worked. Learn something new every day. This place is nuts. And now to find my flight. I think it's on here. The sandwich is crazy. It has turkey on it, but it also has asparagus wedged down in there. Yeah, it's not bad though. I am hungry. This flight seems like it's taking forever. It kind of is.
Sign on now until we are parked at the gate.
Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened and carry-on items stowed until the aircraft is parked at the gate and the captain has turned off the seatbelt sign.